Every journey holds unexpected dangers. From reckless drivers to split-second decisions, these real dashcam moments reveal the harsh reality of the roads. Stay alert, learn from mistakes, and drive safely. Now let's dive into the stories. Number 1. Racing against time. At the first clip, Jake maneuvered the ambulance carefully through the congested streets of Chicago. A critical patient lay behind him. Every second precious. Approaching a four-way junction, he saw the red signal ahead. He slowed, siren blaring, hoping drivers would let him pass. Just as he cautiously moved forward, a gray sedan speeding with a green light came from the right. In a split second, it slammed into the ambulance's front bumper with full force. Jake felt the violent jolt as the ambulance came to a dead stop. Its front crushed. Inside, the patient groaned in pain. The gray car had the right of way, but neither driver had time to react. Traffic rules matter, but awareness matters more. Always check for emergency vehicles, even when you have the right of way, because saving lives should come first. Number 2. The Flying Menace. In the second clip, in Seongnam, Yuna was driving home after work, thinking about dinner. Traffic was light, and she followed every rule, staying in her lane within the speed limit. Out of nowhere, a black car flew from the opposite lane, soaring over the median. Before she could react, it crashed onto her hood, shattering the windshield. Her car spun before stopping. Heart-pounding, she gasped for breath. Later dashcam footage revealed the cause. A reckless motorcyclist had cut off the black car. The driver swerved, hit a roadside barrier, went airborne, and landing on Yuna's car. She had followed every rule, yet disaster found her. That night she realized that on the road, sometimes luck decides your fate. But staying cautious still gives you the best chance to survive. Number 3. The Cost of Reckless Overtaking. In the third clip, Kenji, a 19-year-old new driver, was cruising along National Route 4 in Kyoto when he witnessed a horrifying accident. A black sedan, impatient behind a slow-moving lorry, attempted to overtake it on the narrow, dividerless road. The driver failed to notice a white truck approaching from the opposite direction in the adjacent lane. With no space to maneuver, the black car forced its way through the middle. In a split second, the white car behind collided head-on with the truck. The impact crumbled both vehicles' fronts, sending debris flying. The black car spun violently before skidding to a stop. Kenji's hands trembled on the wheel. He realized impatience on the road could be deadly. Never overtake blindly. Misjudging traffic can cause irreversible consequences. Number 4. A rash move in Bangkok. In the fourth clip, Somchai was driving his son, Niran, home from school along a busy Bangkok road. His lane moved steadily since vehicles ahead could take a turn. But in the adjacent lane where cars were going straight, traffic was at a standstill. Suddenly, a black car from the jammed lane tried to cut into Somchai's path. The driver, impatient with the wait, didn't check for oncoming vehicles. As he forced his way in, his front lightly thudded against Somchai's truck's front bumper. Without a second thought, the cab driver sped ahead, ignoring the mishap. Somchai sighed, keeping his cool. "Reckless drivers never learn," he murmured. Impatience causes accidents. Always check before changing lanes. Rushing to get ahead can put lives at risk. Number 5. A deadly mistake on Jalan Pahlawan. In the fifth clip, Arif's hands tightened on the steering wheel as he drove along Jalan Pahlawan in Johor Bahru. A year ago, a near-fatal accident had taught him to drive cautiously. Ahead, a red minivan zipped past him, already having successfully overtaken one container truck. Without warning, the driver aimed to pass another, weaving aggressively between the vehicles. But the car lost control, sliding under the second truck. The crash was catastrophic. The container truck tilted completely and crashed onto its side, spilling cargo everywhere. The area was instantly covered in dust and the red car was crushed beneath the truck's weight. Arif's heart sank as he witnessed the wreck. Patience saves lives. Speeding and reckless overtakes lead to disaster. He knew firsthand how quickly things could go wrong. Number 6. A sudden disaster on the road. In the sixth clip, Rizwan was cruising down the highway when he noticed a black car ahead, moving smoothly in the lane. Suddenly, its left tire flew off, spinning into the air. The car jerked violently, swerving left and right before losing control. Rizwan slammed on the brakes but maintained a safe distance, watching in horror as the black car spun wildly across the road. The vehicle's body twisted with each rotation, and parts, bumper, metal fragments, glass, flew in all directions, creating a chaotic scene. The car finally came to a halt, its frame crumpled and mangled, smoke rising from beneath the hood. Rizwan drove past, eyes wide with shock, but he kept calm, focusing on the road ahead. Mechanical failures can strike without warning. Stay calm, keep your distance, and stay alert as disaster can happen in an instant. The perils of a reckless swerve. In the 7th clip, Farhan's eyes were locked on the road ahead, his hand steady on the wheel as he expertly maneuvered his container truck down the highway. The roar of speeding cars surrounded him, but after years of experience, he remained focused. Suddenly, something in the rearview mirror caught his attention. A black car speeding far too quickly veered sharply to the left, slamming into the back corner of his truck. The impact was immediate and forceful, sending the car airborne in an uncontrollable spin. Farhan's heart raced as he watched in disbelief. The car twisted through the air, metal, glass, and tires flying off in all directions. Like fragments of a shattered puzzle, it finally crashed to the ground with a violent thud, a mangled wreck of twisted metal and shattered glass. He instinctively pulled over, his hand shaking. In the blink of an eye, everything had changed. Never take the road for granted. Stay aware. A turn away from tragedy. In the last clip, Ryota Tanaka waited patiently at the red light, his car positioned behind a city bus. The morning rush was in full swing, but he never minded the wait. As the light turned green, the vehicles ahead of him, including the bus, began moving forward. Ryota followed, keeping a safe distance. Just as the bus fully entered the intersection, disaster struck. A black car speeding recklessly from the right ran the red light, and in an instant it smashed into the side of the bus with a violent crash. The massive vehicle was shoved several meters sideways. Metal crumpling, glass shattering, screams echoed through the chaos. Ryota instinctively eased off the gas, his eyes wide in shock. But he was far enough to be safe. Instead of moving toward the wreck, he turned right at the intersection, his mind replaying the horror he had narrowly avoided. A single moment of carelessness on the road can lead to disaster. These stories show how impatience, recklessness, and bad decisions can change lives in an instant. But the good news? You have the power to prevent it. Always follow traffic rules. They exist to protect lives. Stay alert not just for your own actions, but for others around you. A single reckless driver or an unexpected obstacle can turn an ordinary drive into a tragedy. Patience is key. Rushing, overtaking blindly, or ignoring signals might save seconds, but can cost lives. And when you see an emergency vehicle yield, it could mean the difference between life and death for someone in need. Every decision on the road matters. A small act of caution can prevent a catastrophe. Drive responsibly, stay aware, stay alive. If these stories resonated with you, like, comment, and subscribe to support our message. Share this video and help make our roads safer for everyone.